welcome to the channel, the PBC. Y'all come on up in here. We got some breaking news for the dog community. You know, y'all come on up in here, man. Welcome to Pelican Bay's Corner, where I give you that dog news, fair and unbiased, raw and uncut. Some gonna like it and some ain't. It's what I always say. You don't want to make the news? Don't make the news. It is what it is. Big shout out and big salute to all my bulldoggers down in the chat. Everybody that's listening, no matter where you're at across this world. We got some breaking news coming from South Carolina, Berkeley County. You know, dog fighting arrests, dog fighting investigation, animal cruelty, dog seizure, pit bull seizure. We got breaking news. Y'all come on up in here. You know, and it's the thing, man. You know, these brothers, they say this, they say that, they call names, they throw rocks, they chunk boulders. You know what I'm saying? And this the thing. You know, everybody have their day. You know, everybody have their day. I told y'all stories about how folk called the police on me. You know what I'm saying? You watched it in real time when I'm doing my videos up here. I'm giving y'all my videos, and I told y'all that the folk called the police on me. Police coming messing with my dogs and all kind of stuff in real time. After y'all met me, once I'm doing my videos, y'all know me, and I'm telling y'all this, and then, oh, they come messing with me about dogs. You know? Everybody that watch my videos, you know, I ain't doing nothing with the dogs because, for one, I'm on TV too much. I don't got time to do nothing with the dogs outside of take care of them and give them a good life. You know, all that other stuff, the extracurricular that we talk about from the 90s, the school bus talk, I don't got time for it. You know what I'm saying? Don't got time for it, man. I'm just trying to enjoy my dogs, preserve my dogs, learn more about the history of these dogs. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate the time that I did have with these dogs when I was younger, when I didn't care about certain things, and when the laws were a whole lot different. We got to keep stressing that. Back in the days, the laws were a whole lot different compared to what it is now. You know, it was no big deal for a brother to have 30 or 40 dogs. There's no law against anybody having 30 or 40 dogs, but you just got to look at it for what it is, you know, and look at it's a whole lot of stereotyping going on out here. It's a lot of illegal stuff going on out here in this country when it comes to the American pit bull. And I don't mean the brothers fighting the dog. I mean, it's illegal stuff that's going on when it comes to people being arrested for dogs and charged with dog fighting when you're coming for drugs or you're coming for this or you're coming for that. And I started my channel. I started the Pelican Bay channel, letting brothers know this, you know. But instead, you get folk, you know, and it's the thing, you know what I'm saying? I can't knock no brother for trying to get views on your channel, and then you might want to say something about me or disrespect me or talk shit about me or whatever, and you feel like that's gonna get your views. You know, we done proved it over a period of time, you know, because I argued back and forth with some brothers, gave some brothers the light, you know, and they still couldn't hold up and get the views that they needed for their channel to keep their channel going and thriving. You know what I'm saying? But I understand what some of y'all brothers do. You know, like a master of all bulldogs said something about me smoking dope, me must be being on embalming fluid or something like that or whatever. Man, listen, let me explain something to all y'all brothers, you know what I'm saying, that keep bringing up those type of topics. You know, at the end of the day, you know, when you say stuff like this, you remind me of a brother who never even seen these type of things in life. You never been around real dope heads, real crack heads, real this and real that, because you throw the word around too loosely, for one. Number two, I don't smoke cigarettes. I don't smoke weed. I don't drink liquor. I may drink a little bit when I'm with my old lady. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, I don't drink. You know, I don't smoke. I don't do none of that stuff. I get high off life, baby. You know what I'm saying? I can't help, that you're not used to the type of material I bring and the type of stuff that I say and the knowledge that we got about these dogs, and we don't agree everything is not a pit bull. You see? Everything is not a pit bull. Y'all brothers come up with these slogans, but then when brother tell you the proof that everything is not a pit bull, you just can't take it. You know? But anyway, I'll talk about that in a minute. Thompson Kennels, Berkeley County, dogfighting arrest. Dogfighting investigation. 40-some dogs seized. You know what I'm saying? I wonder did they get this old big mouth ass bitch? And for those that's listening, I'm not talking about big mouth as in talking loud. I'm talking about old jughead. I wonder did they get old jughead? Old barrelhead. Old Shrek. What they call a Fiona. You know? If they ain't got Fiona, they ain't got shit. Fiona produce all them dogs again. You know what I'm saying? That's the #1 producing bitch on the yard. Old school jughead. You remember back in the days, he used to say jughead, jughead? That's an old school jughead there. Thompson Kennels, Berkeley County, animal seizure, 40-some dogs seized. You know what I'm saying? They saying he had them in the rain. When the rain, and this is the thing I've been noticing. You know, pay attention, my brothers, my sisters. No matter what state you stay in, this could pertain to you. A lot of times they've been doing raids when it rained, you know, and go and say, oh, you got your dog in bad conditions. You got them all in the water and this and that and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. When it comes to the weather that has came down over the past couple days or the last week, say if it's been raining for a week straight, on and off, and now your yard or where you got your dogs at is messy, you know. There have been a lot of animal raids coming, even while it's raining. They've been coming, you know. And I'm just giving y'all the news. You know, I always say, like I said at the beginning, you don't want to make the news, don't make the news. You know what I'm saying? But today we got Thompson Kennels made the news. They got all them dogs, 40-some dogs. And like, you know, I will say this. I don't wish bad on nobody, you know. But the thing is, you can't, and I said this to a couple of brothers, and you know what they told me? He kicked me while I was down. They say, oh, Thompson kicked me while I was down. Oh, they say, oh, Thompson talking about other brothers' wives, or Thompson talking about other people's mamas, or Thompson did this and Thompson did that. Or Thompson thought he was so-and-so before all y'all brothers came up into the dog game talking about the real pedigrees and all that type of stuff like that. Oh, he thought he was the shit back in the days, because I told y'all he been online for 15 years, you know. He just wasn't kicking up the dust like we started kicking up the dust when we came up in the game. You know, me and the bus driver and them brothers. So we got Berkeley County is where he at, brothers. You know, where the dogs was at. 40-some dogs seized from a dog fighting arrest investigation. Let's get into this news article. Got a couple clips. We're gonna get into that, and then we're gonna get back to talk about it when we done. You know where you got it from first? You know who's gonna give it to you fair and unbiased, raw and uncut. Some gonna like it, and some ain't.
Rights organization Humane World for Animals says more than 40 dogs and puppies were rescued from an animal cruelty situation in the Low Country. The group, formerly known as the Humane Society of the United States, says it assisted the Berkeley County Sheriff's Office and Charleston Animal Society to save the dogs after a search warrant was served. It is not clear where that exactly took place, but the group says it happened around 7:30 Tuesday morning. They say some of the dogs were chained up and had scarring on their faces and legs, which veterinarians say is consistent with organized dog fighting. We have reached out to the Sheriff's Office and Animal Society for comment, but have not yet heard back.
Good job, buddy. Yeah. Good job.
And then you got the card.
There we go. Oh. Yep. Yep.
You grab her back robe.
See, this is why I say I know for a fact that these brothers getting in trouble done told on Pelican Bay. At least they think and thought they could tell on Pelican Bay to get out their trouble, but it don't help, it don't work. You know, just like the police came to my house several months back, about 6-7 months back, you know, and looked at my dogs. I wasn't even out there. My dogs didn't, it wasn't no problem with my dogs. They left, you know. I can't help. I ain't moving. I ain't doing what y'all brothers doing. I don't got my dogs like you got your dogs. You know what I'm saying? You want to talk trash. You want to take pictures of my yard and show Thompson. Didn't you take pictures of my yard and flash it all around and make videos talking about how my setup look and all? Well, how your setup look? You know? I'm preserving the breed. I'm enjoying my dogs. You know what I'm saying? All them dogs you done stole from brothers, all that karma that came back with them dogs. You can't. Unjust don't profit, dog. Unjust don't profit. Going back and taking dogs from brothers, old ladies when they get locked up and all kind of stuff like that. Unjust don't profit. Making brothers give you the license. See, this is what I was telling y'all brothers. This is exactly what I was telling y'all brothers. You give your ID up. You see. Let me see. Let me check something right here. You know. See, all my dogs got IDs. You know what I'm saying? And let me keep them covered up. That's Fletcher. Fletcher, old ADBA, weight pull, confirmation, show ID. And old Mellow Yellow, ADBA, weight pull, confirmation ID. You know, when you're taking these brothers' IDs, and we ain't talking about the kind of ID I just showed you. We talking about driving license. You're taking these brothers and sisters' driving license to buy a damn dog, and then something like this happen. Yeah, them folk go in there, do a seizure, get all the paperwork, get all the little whatever, the paraphernalia he got laying around, dog fight paraphernalia. Then they get to the damn book that got all y'all driving licenses in it. And you wonder what Pelican Bay talking about. There ain't no man supposed to be taking your driving license to buy no damn dog. You know what I'm saying? If I gotta take your driving license to buy a dog, I don't need to be selling no damn dogs. You know what I'm saying? Plain out and simple, dog. You know? Why the hell, I mean, I ask y'all brothers, and I ask y'all brothers, and I ask y'all brothers, what good is it for me to take your driving license outside of, I'm gonna give your driving license to the police if you ever steal one of my dogs. Even if you ain't got nothing to do with it. I got 20 driving licenses down here, a dog got stole, all 20 of these people, I'm giving over to the police. One out of about 20 stole my dogs. That ain't how you play the game, dog. You know, when somebody get a dog from you and maybe the whole situation ain't worked out all the way, I don't know what the situation was, but they didn't want to get rid of their dog. And you go take the dog from the old lady while he in jail, that ain't the way the game work. You know? That ain't the way it worked, dog. Putting papers on that jughead. See, Thompson got old Jughead Staffordshire over there. You know what I'm saying? Old Fiona. Old Jughead Staffordshire. And you're putting ADBA game dog papers on that old Jughead bitch you got. You know what I'm saying? You know that bitch registered to UKC, boy. You know that bitch, that old Jughead, jug mouth ass bitch, registered UKC, and you put ADBA papers on that bitch. selling the puppies. You know, that ain't how the game go, dog. You know what I'm saying? That ain't how it go, man. It just is what it is, my brothers, my sisters. It is what it is. These brothers, they I don't know what to say about you. You know, I don't know what to say about you, but the gig is up. You know, the gig is up. And like I tell any brother, you know, any sister, hunter of all dog men. Y'all see look at the video that's get posted on Facebook. Nobody knew that was Thompson. I do the dog news. Not even me knew that was Thompson that got busted. I was gonna give y'all this article and just everyday busters going down in South Carolina, Berkeley County. You know, I know that's where he live at, but it didn't click to me then. When it clicked to me is when I see hunter of all dog men. He got his name now, hunter of all dog fighters. You know, that's what his name is now, same motherfucker, right? When I see hunter of all dog men do a video and put Thompson picture up there, it lets me know no news article got Thompson picture up there. How do you know that's Thompson, hunter of all dog men? How do you know that's him? How do you know that was his yard that got busted, hunter of all dog men, when not near news article had the man picture up there? None of them. Hunter of all dog men, you sent them to that man's house is what I'm saying. I can care less. You probably sent them to my house as well. You know, it's like these brothers, you know, you got to be careful out here, man. You got to be careful out here because it's a lot of this, it's prejudice stuff that's in this dog game. These folk can't stand to see certain people with dogs in this dog game. These folk want to be police officers in this dog game and not police. You want to be a police? Go join the force. Go to the academy. Do it the right way. You know, they need to make it a felony crime for folk to call the police and send police to people's houses when they ain't commit no crime. You know what they call it? Swatting or something like that, right? It need to be a felony crime, and it is if you can tell who did it. And hunter of all dog man, you know, he let us know that he's the one did it with Thompson. You know, not saying Thompson ain't made no bad moves, you know, in this situation. Not saying that he didn't, but it didn't. No news article got Thompson picture up there outside of me giving y'all that picture, you know. And the only way I get that picture from is hunter of all dog men. How hunter of all dog men knew that was him is the only thing I ask. How the hell he knew that was Thompson? When every article I looked at, none of them said the name, none of them showed a picture. You know, salute to all my true to the game white dog brothers out there. All my true to the game Spanish dog brothers out there, and all my true to the game black dog brothers out there. You know, it's just messed up out here, man. You know, and I keep saying that. You know, we can say we don't want to play the race card. We don't want to. It's a lot of racist bullshit that go on in this dog game. You know, them folks say Thompson had his dogs in water. They say his dog's feet been messed up. They say this and they say that. But one thing I do know, when I look at them, they was up to weight. They was up to par and weight wise. You know, when I looked at them, I didn't see no heavy scarring. But at the end of the day, man, you can only call it how you see it, call it how you get it. You know what I'm saying? Play the game that get dealt to you. Like I say, play the cards that you get dealt. You know that's only way you can go. Got all this shit to say about me, and I bet you right now you're trying to figure out a way to get out of that trouble that you're in, Thompson Kennels. You're trying to figure out a way to get out that trouble that you're in, but them folk gonna tell you, oh, you can't say nothing about PBK. That ain't gonna get you out of trouble. We need to know something else. Y'all, you dick riding Buck City Kennels. You know what I'm saying? He dick riding Buck City Kennels. Down goes Frazier. Down goes another one. You know what I'm saying? Buck City is upholding that agreement that he made. Mall Kent went down. Thompson Kennels went down. And a whole lot more of them went down. You know, and he keep trying to talk about Pelican Bay. He keep trying to talk about Pelican Bay. But Pelican Bay ain't doing shit but giving these brothers and sisters the news out here. You see? That's all I'm doing. Giving them the news, taking care of my damn dogs, and talking shit to y'all pussy ass motherfuckers that's out there fucking them dogs up. That's all I'm doing. To any officer that listen, that may be listening, the only reason they don't like me, because I do my own thing. I don't need hunter of all dog men, wanna be police ass, wanna be a police officer. We got a whole bunch of police officers that done took the oath to be a police officer. We don't need no racist piece of shit riding around, wannabe ass cop that can't make the academy, can't pass the academy, and can't take the written exam, or none of that type of shit. But he wanna call in talking about somebody got a fighting dog, or somebody doing this. Listen here, man. It is what it is. PBK gonna keep giving you that news. I'm gonna keep my foot on these motherfuckers' necks. And I ain't holding up. And I ain't feeling sorry for your pussy ass. You know what I'm saying? I ain't feeling sorry for you. But like I said, we know the fake Walkmore don't got that big giant sperm. And he want to bring that big giant sperm back. We know that. But what we do know is Thompson can bring the whole yard back with that jughead bitch he got. His number one stud. His number one producer, I meant. And like I said, dog, we don't get no kicks on this channel here. We don't get no kicks out of nobody, making the wrong moves, or nobody losing their dogs. You know what I'm saying? I'm totally serious right now. One thing about Pelican Bay, y'all said this, y'all said that, you call me names, you say this, you say that. I took it on the chin and I kept stepping forward. I never reported a channel. I never reported a yard. No, none of that type of shit. Ain't gonna start today. I'm just gonna keep giving the news. You don't want to make the news? Don't make the news. Get you a copy. Get you a copy of the Pitbull Encyclopedia, where you can learn how to take care of these dogs, learn how to have these dogs in conditions where they can thrive. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to worry about having them in areas where the rain messing their feet up and all kind of stuff like that. Having them all out in the weather where you get them took the way Thompson just got his dogs took and seized. 40-some dogs is what the news people say. 40-some dogs seized in a South Carolina dog fighting investigation. About 15 puppies and the rest grown dogs. Yeah, so like I said, I know he gonna say something to try to get out of his trouble, old Thompson Kennel. We know he gonna say something to try to get his dogs back, old Thompson Kennel. Yeah, we know all that. But trouble is easy to get into, like them old folks say from the South. See, Thompson, you from New York, so you might not hear this. Trouble easy to get into, but hard to get out, boy. Yes, sir. Yes, it is. You know what I'm saying? So you can tell them all you want. You can making videos is irrelevant right now for you. You got a fork in your ass. Your ass is done, Thompson Kennel. You done, boy. Done for. And y'all brothers, you like throwing people under the bus when you got to start from ground zero. See, PBK, I just do my damn thing, train my dogs. You know what I'm saying? How can I put it? I tell you, I take these dogs and I do things with them nobody ever did with them before. Make them sit, make them stay, make them cut a circle. You laugh at me because my dog spinning in a circle, jumping through a hula hoop, and coming to do a heel position, going to do a plots, a lay down, jump across a fence. You laugh and talk and say this, and I ain't doing this, and I ain't doing that, but I'm preserving. You see? I done played that game that a lot of y'all never played before. And YouTube and Facebook let you be able to make these people think you played before. It's a damn shame, dog. It's a damn shame, you know, how it's going down in the Cackalack. I've been giving y'all that Cackalack news for the last year and a half. You know what I'm saying? For the last year and a half, 2 years, I've been giving y'all that South Carolina news every month. Bam, 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 bing, bap, bop, boom, boom, every month. 1, 2, 3, sometimes 3 times in a month. I done gave y'all the news. What other state that you've seen a law enforcement officer get busted for dog fighting? What other state did you see that in the past year and a half? South Carolina? $150 dogs took at one time. 15 dogs took at one time. 20 dogs took at one time. 50 dogs took at one time. South Carolina? Coming for drugs, but they take the dogs. Now you're a dog fighter. South Carolina? You know, is what it is, dog. Is what it is. I just, like I said, I just give it how I give it. You know what I'm saying? Don't care how you feel about it. You know, you can't kick my ass like I told you before. You know? I'm just gonna put it out there. Don't want to make the news? Don't make the news. We ain't here to make friends. We're here to save brothers. You know, we ain't here to duck and dodge and help you try to help you hide from the law enforcement and do something illegal. No, we're here to let you see what's going down on this side of the fence so you can understand I don't want to be on that side of the fence. I want to be over here where brothers doing shit the legit way. You know, where brothers doing things and they can keep their dogs and they can sell their dogs and sell their puppies or whatever they're doing because they're not worrying about what y'all doing over here. They don't care about what you're doing over here. You know what I'm saying? And they ain't trying to live up to your standards. You know, I got my own standards. I got my own mind. I do my own thinking. I can care less if you like me or not. Stepping how I step. You know? That's what it's about, man. You know what I'm saying? Month after month, year after year. You know, we tell brothers, oh man, start going to these events. You can't tell me that an ADBA need to give me some motherfucking type of endorsement or something like that, because you can't tell me, if you do, you're lying to me, that in the last 2 years, maybe 3, over the last 3 years, the ADBA don't got a bigger attendance when it comes to dog shows. Pelican Bay telling them, oh, go to these dog shows, do the right things with your dogs. I ain't saying go to the dog shows, then leave the dog shows and go fight your dogs. Nah, go to the dog shows and compete. It's different ways to compete. For my competitive brothers that like to compete, you can do other things that'll quench that thirst of wanting to compete against somebody. You know? Oh, I was saying that shit when it wasn't cool. You know, and at the end of the day, you know, we just lay this news out for brothers. You see it, you do what you want with it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It's a sad situation, you know, when they lock anybody up for dog fighting investigation or dog fighting charges or any of that type of stuff like that. And I will say this before I get up out of here. There's a lot of illegal stuff, like I said before, that goes on from the law enforcement side that's not supposed to be going on. Let's do examples. You know, pit bulls is the only, having pit bulls and owning pit bulls is the only thing in America. Like I told y'all about the price wise, everything in America is going up except for the price of the dog. Everything in America is different besides the pit bull. I can have a gun, I can have a mask, I can have gloves. Police can come in my house. If I can legally own that gun, they cannot lock me up for robbery. Oh, you got a mask and you got gloves right here, we're gonna lock you up for robbery. On a robbery, you ain't even committed yet. On a robbery, we don't know if you committed anything. Pit bulls, dog fight is the only thing, the dog fighting charge that they be putting on everybody is the only single thing here in America. Mark my words, brothers and sisters out there. I hope I got brothers and sisters that's listening to me that don't own pit bulls. We need brothers and sisters in the government to be listening to this type of stuff. The pit bull is the only thing that the law enforcement charges these brothers with no evidence at all. Dog fighting. There's no such thing as looking like dog fighting. Oh, we're going to charge you with rape because you looking like you're going to rape somebody. No, you got to have proof that he went and raped somebody. Somebody saying that he did it. You got to have, oh, you're going to charge him for robbery? You got to have proof that he went and robbed somebody. Or you're going to charge him with murder? Or you got to have proof that he killed somebody. Or you're going to charge him with drugs. Or you got to have proof that he selling drugs. You're going to charge him with stealing a car? Or you got to have proof that he stole a car. You can't just see me riding down the street with a Lambo or see me riding down the street with a Ferrari and say I stole it. Can you? Oh, because you don't think I'm supposed to be able to afford this, so you're going to say I stole it? No, you got to have proof. Oh, you pull me over, check the VINs, or check my lights, check this, whatever you want to do, but you got to have proof. When it comes to them pit bulls, no proof is needed. It's a stereotype that's being played against all these brothers and sisters across this country, and the shit is illegal. Not talking about this flunky that just got locked up in Berkeley. I'm not trying to talk good for him. I'm talking good for any dog brother that got caught up in these dog situations across the country. You gotta go to these city council meetings. You gotta put people and vote for people that's gonna speak and understand that it's illegal stuff going on when it comes to these dogs, when it comes to the black community, when it comes to my white brothers, my Spanish brothers. But I say black community because they using the drugs and the dogs together. Selling drugs do not make me a dog fighter. Selling drugs makes me a drug dealer. And that's facts. But in today's time, if you got dogs in your yard and you get caught selling drugs, it's what I started my channel with. Like I said, you get caught selling drugs, you got dog fighting charges. Plus your drug charges. You can't fight the dog fighting charges because you got to fight the drug charges. You know? So, man, like I said, you know, to each one, teach one when it comes to these dogs. Everybody got to play their part, man. Everybody got to do what they do. Stop hating and start realizing what's really going on around you. You know what I'm saying? You know, brothers rather throw rocks and call names than face the truth, what's going on out here with these dogs, you know? We'll gather up 100 deep, go in somebody's chat, hundreds and 200s of people, hundreds of people in people chat and watch the videos, but nobody, and we'll voice our opinion and say this about the pit bulls and say that, but nobody want to go down there to the city council meeting. You know, Nobody want to go when they lift these bands up. Remember, I did a video not too long ago where a particular county just got their band lifted. You know, these ain't these brothers down in the chat that's going to these meetings that getting these bands lifted. It's your regular pet owners, your regular dog lovers that's going down there fighting for the pit bull. See, y'all fight for the pit bull in the dirty section of Facebook where you can get indicted for the pit bull at. You know, like I told brothers before, I don't too much stress no damn all that, what they call it, the little writing you put before and after your video saying all this stuff is fictitious and all this. This shit is real out here. You know what I'm talking about, my brothers down in the chat, my sisters? The shit they put in front of the video saying, we just talking about history, we lying about this. I ain't lying about shit. I speak what I'm talking about. By the time you watch the beginning of my video to the end of my video, you'll understand what PBK9 is about. I ain't about the stuff that I may have been about way back in the days. I ain't trying to advocate for dog fighting. You know, I know dog fighting is wrong. I know you can't sell dogs for fighting. I know you can't purchase dogs for fighting. I know you can't own dogs for fighting. No, none of that type of stuff. You see? I straight up took Mellow Yellow out. Worked her in the whole 8-week program for the brother Samurai Kennels digital dog show against a flunky. The kind of flunky that got jammed up today that we talking about, like Thompson. He's that kind of flunky. You know, I straight up worked my dog 8 weeks. We had what, $50 or $100 on it? $100 bet on it? Not even enough for 2 bags of dog food on it? And he backed out. Curse shit, bitch shit. It's why we get these type of things that going down in the dog game in today's time. You know? They wanna joke and crack and laugh about, oh, I may be stuttering in this video, or I may talk a little too hood in this video, or I may say something in this video, but at the end of the day, nobody ain't giving you the truth outside of PBK9s and a selected few more. There's some more out there that's giving you the truth, you know. But I ain't gonna knock myself when I'm knowing I'm giving you that, I'm giving you the real out here. Oh, you mess with that boy, or you this and that. Man, listen here, man. You don't want to make the news? Don't make the news. The moment they roll up in Thompson yard, took the dogs. The moment they did that, before he even got the handcuffs on him, he knew he was going to be on PBK9's Dog News. You know? And that's why I tell brothers all the time as well. I got my own stories. I really bulldog in the past. So I ain't trying to impress nobody. I ain't trying to go out here and make you think I'm doing something. It's like if you really was in the, say the brothers that was in the streets doing hardcore stuff in the streets back in the days, and you out now, those are the coolest brothers to be around, because they ain't gonna try to make an impression like they this or they that. They so far away from that, they don't want to be with it no more. They're done with it. When I was in it, I was with it. I'm not in it no more. I'm not with it no more. And I'm not trying to impress you. I'm not trying to make you think I'm some type of gangster or some other type of stuff, you know? It is what it is, man. It is what it is. You know, when it comes to these dogs, man, brothers has got to smarten up. You know, smarten up and make the correct moves, man. You know, you got to think about your family when it comes to these dogs. You know, and everybody, when they lock brothers up, no matter who it is, you're always innocent until proven guilty. I'm going to say this. When you want to videotape and show pictures in my yard, just remember, your time coming. You know, Thompson wasn't the only one that tried to go on this and go on that and videotape and try to put me down. He wasn't the only one. But just remember, when you think you hiding, when you think people don't know who you is, or nobody gonna be able to figure out you'll be on that news. You know? It is what it is, my brothers. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell brothers again. You know, do the right things with these dogs. Stay legal with these dogs. Stay safe with these dogs as far as the dogs hurting you and your family and different things. And just be legal, man. You know, this ain't the time of go reading a magazine or go reading a book and acting like you don't got common sense. Oh, I can give you a book that says something about doing all these other crimes, right? We can read an old mob magazine, right? Talking about the old mob and all kind of stuff. John Gotti and them. You can read that magazine and you can understand the difference between, oh, you can't do this now, and maybe things were a little different back when they was able to control this and control that, and you can't do this now. But then when you go read a dog book, you feel like you gotta go do this. The mob book that you're reading, they got the same things that you got, right? You got a gun, they had a gun. You know, you got, that's the whole thing, they had guns and people and stories. So when you read that, do that make you want to go out and be a mobster? And if you want to be a mobster, do you actually go through the process? Do you actually step foot out there and start extorting people and doing this and doing that and doing this? No, you read that book and you keep it stepping. Damn, I got a nice read right here. Check this read out I got about the John Gotti crew or whatever. It don't change nothing in your lifestyle. So you should be able to read these books and read these old journals and different things about how brothers was doing back in them days, and it not persuade you to go out here and do something illegal now. But when you can't distinguish the difference between fiction and reality, you find yourself like Thompson Kennels found himself up on this dog news. You don't want to make the news, don't make it. You know? But like I said, he shouldn't be too worried about it. Let them dogs go and breed your main bitch. Breed your main producer. Your rum bitch. Breed that poor bitch. That POR. That old jughead. You know? And you'll be right back straight, dog. You know what I'm saying? You'll be right back straight. So like I said, man, y'all brothers, y'all take it easy. You know where you got it from first. You know what I'm saying? I told y'all, if you ain't got your copy yet, get your copy. Make sure I ain't got no glare in it. Get your copy of the Pitbull Encyclopedia, old mellow yellow on the front. You know what I'm saying? Get your copy, man, and learn about the dogs, learn about the bloodlines. You know, learn about the history of this breed. You know, let me put on certain pages. Yeah, right here, I talk about my own situation that I've been through. You know what I'm saying? I talk about my own situation that I've been through when it comes to supposedly being accused of having dogs for fighting. You know, so I'm not one to get up here and talk about something and don't say I haven't been in a situation myself. You know what I'm saying? We talk about the gray dogs, the blue dogs, and different type of dogs, the bullies and the XLs and different things in this chapter right here. You know? We talk about the Pitskis. We talk about the Pitskis. Big salute out to King Lone Swipe. You know what I'm saying? We talk about the Pitskis in this particular part of the book right here, which is your Husky Pit Bull mix. You know? Even got the little short dogs with no necks and no legs in there talking about them. And I ain't talking no trash about them. You know? Just giving brothers this dog knowledge when it comes to the bull breed, the pit bull terrier. You know? I mean, that's about all I can do for you, man. Lay it out here for you to see it. You be the judge of it yourself, you know. And like I said, y'all stay safe out there. Y'all stay legal out there. Remember where you got it from first. It's your boy PB K9s on the PBC, and I'm out.